Alrighty, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming through. You guys made it in before that storm arrived, and that has put pay to everybody else for sure. They were all driving. I know you're probably watching us in your cars now going, I'm not driving any further after seeing that storm. Now, this evening is quite interesting because Eskom has made us some promises this evening, and those promises are that they could potentially turn the lights out on us. Folks, if we do have the lights turned out on us up here in Joburg, don't stress, the stream won't go down. The lights may flicker and we'll use the projector for a few minutes, but that'll be it. Then all we'll do is test my memory, how well I know the slides that come afterwards. So just stick around with us. I'll try and put it up on full screen for you at that stage. If you're watching live, you'll still be able to see the slides. Just the folks in the audience won't be able to see the slides while we wait for the projector to come back up. The joys of living in South Africa. I'll bet they don't have to make that statement when they're doing like a Microsoft release or an Apple release overseas. Like, guys, just beware, we could lose power halfway through. But we do here. But folks, before we get into the meat and potatoes of DuePoint, which is going to talk about the South African condition, let me just let you know that DuePoint is a division of Constantia Insurance Company Limited. We're a homegrown South African company. We've been around since 1952. That makes us 70 years old. This is not a new business. It's not from outside South Africa, and it is a public listed and licensed life and short-term insurance company. This means that we are not an intermediary or a UMA or a brokerage. You are dealing with one of the few fully licensed insurance companies in South Africa today. Now, we tell you all of that because what do we see constantly coming into South Africa? Always the next new thing, the next new thing. Well, this evening you're not sitting at a new thing, you're sitting at something that is quite well established, proven and tested, and we hope that you have some confidence in us as we go through this evening. Don't look at this presentation like it's another one of those things you've been to before, because I can assure you it is not. Now, about half a decade ago, we launched the division DuePoint in Constantia, and it had one primary objective, and that was to create a proper, economically viable solution for every South African. We had to do it. We had to do it because of what we saw the trend in our economy was. 5 years ago, even, we were already on a downward slide into financial crisis, which is where we are now. Our president himself said late last year that South Africa is in financial crisis. What that means for you and me, most people don't know what it means. What it means for you and me is it means you are not able to increase your earnings and you're not able to decrease your expenditure. These are things we all want to do. We want to earn more money and we want to spend less on what we're buying. Those things are not realities, ladies and gentlemen, and they're not going to be realities in South Africa for the best part of the next 3 generations. Not 3 decades, not 3 years, 3 generations. Go and take a look at what the economists are saying. They were already talking about it half a decade ago, but we have a situation where we are going to have a generation of economically lost South Africans. South Africans that live in poverty to their last breath. And if we, even as a corporate, wanted to be a sustainable long-term corporate, we had to come up with a solution. And we did. We came up with what we call the DuePoint system. It's the reason why you're here this evening. It's the reason why you're watching this video. This is not a system that is going to ask you to sell things. Remember, I told you this is not a presentation like you've seen before. We're not going to ask you to sell things. We're not going to ask you to drag stock around in your boots and fill your fridges and your garages and hope your friends buy every single month. We're not going to do that either. What we did instead was we took the latest technology, we put it on your phones, and we said all we want you to do is connect the people you know to us. Use that tech and just connect them to us. We will do the rest of the work from that point forward. By you connecting all the people you know and meet wherever you travel to us, you allow us to create greater market share. Greater market share results in greater revenue. Greater revenue puts us in a position where we're able to start creating for you a recurring income. We call it wealth here at DuePoint. Why wealth? Why recurring income? Because we do not have recurring income in South Africa. Every single one of you lives on what I call cash in transit. Even if you're employed and you have a job, they pay you every month while you attend. Take a month off and see if they'll pay you. It stops immediately. Those of you who are commission earners know that you can't stop, because the moment you stop for whatever reason, the commission ends and your income ends. This is cash in transit. We did not want to create that because you cannot turn an economy around on cash in transit. We wanted recurring income, wealth. How do we create recurring income in your life? Well, It's a financial services company. We sell our financial services products. They all run on monthly debit orders. Those debit orders raise whether you're active or not, whether you've got time or not, whether you are sick or healthy. The debit orders raise, and it means that every month when they do, your income comes in. We all know about the ups and downs of life. I see many people every month, and I get many stories about good and bad things happening to people all the time. You know that there are months when bad things happen to you. And in those months, South Africans are at high risk of losing their income because they don't have wealth, they have cash in transit. Here at DuePoint, the ups and downs of life do not impact your earnings. This is something most South Africans haven't yet fully grasped about DuePoint. Is the fact that what you create here is permanent. It is lifetime income that you have the potential to build with us, which you cannot build anywhere else in the economy as far as we know. Now, folks, we built this system in South Africa by South Africans. We know immediately all the problems that you have. We know that you don't have any time. We know you don't know any people. We know that you don't think you're a salesperson. We know that you don't like this and that it's embarrassing and we built the whole system around those. When I sat down with the guys to form DuePoint, the last thing I wanted to do was force people to do presentations in their house. That's not what happens here at DuePoint. Instead, we created technology that says, just connect people through our technology and we will do the rest for you. It's one simple task of clicking your phone. In addition, we built into the system protections that South Africans don't have. Just one of them is our legal access service. We put a lawyer on your phone. At the end of your phone, at no cost to you at any time, you have a lawyer 24 hours a day anywhere in the nation. Just by being a wealth engineer at DuePoint, you now have a protection you never had before. In addition, we gave you use of our system at no cost. There is no cost to using the DuePoint system. By simply being a product owner at DuePoint, you get free access to our presentations, our technology, our staff, our auditoriums. Everything that is the DuePoint system is yours at no cost. Now that, again, separates us from every other presentation you've ever been to. Everywhere else you've been to, you've had to put money in before they let you out the door. Here, ladies and gentlemen, this evening you will spend not a single cent with us. This is wealth creation, not poverty reinforcing, which is what everything else has been. That's why we're generally so nervous. Folks, here at DuePoint, you don't have to have any special education or qualification to use the tool. We make it available to everyone because you're not selling. You're not presenting. You're not advisors or intermediaries or representatives or brokers or employees of ours. You're none of these things. You're just somebody that uses our technology. And it means that every single South African has the ability to create a lifetime and intergenerational asset with us. The income, the channel that you will produce and create here during your lifetime, that you will earn from, will automatically be transferred to your children when you pass away one day. Now that's something that you cannot do anywhere in South Africa today. Where can you pick up something, build it, and hand it over to your children? Do you think your job will be handed to your children when you pass away? You know it won't. They're going to give it to somebody else. What are we building in South Africa that not only changes our lives, but the lives of our children? Here, that is exactly what we do. When I tell you you've never seen anything like DuePoint before, I assure you that is a statement of fact. What we have created is completely unique in the South African context. Folks, in addition, we've made it super simple. All you have to do is click your phone. If you're able to click your phone, you're able to connect people to us. As you connect people to us, they're going to see these presentations, they're going to see our tools, they too will pick up the technology and connect people to us. Over time, this starts to formulate what we call a channel. A platform of distribution begins to grow from your first connections. These spread out across the country. Folks, this has happened thousands of times already here at DuePoint. You are not the first to experiment with this tool. It is happening on a daily basis. I saw that at 6:10, the first people were already tuned into our stream this evening, and I've seen that there are plenty people from the four corners of our country that are building here already. Your task is to start to participate in what others are already doing. Once you've built a channel of distribution, we come along as DuePoint and we facilitate the purchase of our products throughout this channel, and your wealth is born. We distribute this wealth to you in two ways. Firstly, through our returns program. Our returns program pays you R27.50 for every product payment in your channel. Every month that those products are paid, multiplied by a factor of where in your channel the payment was made. Sounds complicated, but it's not. You're going to go out, you're going to connect a few people. Some of them will take products and pay for them, and when they do, you're going to get R27.50 multiplied by 200%. That's 55 Rand. It's 55 Rand for every single connection. That stream then starts to flow. Every month thereafter, when that product is paid, you get 55 Rand again. You do not need to run back to the person to beg them to pay or buy again. The system automatically raises the debit orders. This is what wealth looks like. You see, when you go to your job, you work all month, they pay you, and then you're at zero again. And you have to work all month again to be paid again, and then you're at zero again. Here, you connect a person once, and you have created the stream of income into the future. These individuals are going to go out, they're going to connect a few more people. And again, you're going to get, when they pay for their products, you're going to get R27.50 multiplied by 200%, 55 Rand again. You have the ability to control your income now. The more connections, the more income. The more products that people take, and we have a whole host of products here, the more 55 Rands that you get. All off of single connections. The more time, the more energy you put into the production and connection of individuals to us in this channel, and you can create any amount of income you want. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not an exercise in earning a few hundred Rand, a few thousand Rand. That's not what we designed the DuePoint system to do. If we designed a tool to change the economy of South Africa, it needed to cater for all earning brackets. How much do you want to earn? This is a question most South Africans have given up on. When they were young, they were like, I'm going to earn this much, I'm going to be CEO, by the time they're 35, there's actually a wonderful article written about it, most 35-year-olds just give up because they realize they're never going to earn what they thought they were going to earn, they're never going to get the promotions they thought they were going to get, etc., etc. Here at DuePoint, we say to you, well, you can go back to those first thoughts when you were young, and you can bring them out again because now you have a tool that does not put a ceiling over your head, does not limit you. You cannot get retrenched from it. You cannot get fired from it. You can now build the income you want as long as you're willing to put time and effort into it. And it's that normally frightens most South Africans away. Most South Africans lose their money by running to other things that promise them they'll be rich without any need for work. You know what they are. You've all seen them. Come to me and in 90 days I'm going to make you rich. Put your money in my computer screen and I'll have you rich in the next 6 months. You've seen them all? Anybody make any money here? Anyone know of anyone that's made any money? We see about 10,000 people a month here through DuePoint, and I have never ever had someone come up to me and say, I am a millionaire because of. What I have had and what I do here on a daily basis is people who told me, I've lost 10,000 Rand, I've lost 80,000 Rand, I've lost 250,000 Rand on X, Y, and Z. Soon as we say to you, we can change your future permanently, but you're going to have to put time and effort in, suddenly we get afraid. Are we going to continue to be afraid? A South African's going to be afraid of what it takes to create wealth. That's a question I have to leave with you. Here at DuePoint, we demonstrate to you what wealth looks like for those of you who say, I'm not afraid of hard work. We use an example called 3+2. Fits into all your lifestyles. Whether you are hardworking or not, this will work for you. You can build at any rate you like. You can connect as many people or as little people as you like. But in this example, we say, put 3 people in your first month with us. That's it, just 3. Nothing special, 3 people in your first month. Then every month thereafter, +2, put just 2 people in. So we actually decrease how much work you've got to do. In your first month, you've got to put 3 in, but every month thereafter, 2 solid paid people every month. That's all we ask you to connect to us. If you're able to do that consistently over time, we're able to, off of the back of those that have come before you, quite accurately forecast what you can expect to earn with us here. And as I do this exercise, I want you to do 2 things. Firstly, I want you to think about what this extra income would mean to you right now. Don't think about all these other things that promised you riches and fortunes. That doesn't happen and you didn't get it. Here you get it into your bank account. What would your life look like with this income? And secondly, I want you to ask yourself, in 2020, whatever you're doing now, will it match this? You have to ask yourself that question, because if you refuse to answer that question, you continue on the path that you are on right now. And you know what that path is. It's not a path to wealth. It's a path to poverty. The economists are telling us that right now. We are getting poorer every year as a nation. So answer these two questions as I go through it. How does your life change? And what are you doing that could match this in 2020? 6 months in, you've got to put 3 people in. Then 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 and 2. After 6 months, you can reasonably expect to be on about 2,500 Rand a month. This is extra income. You haven't quit your job. 30,000 Rand a year. That's what you've created with 6 months of really doing nothing. You've just been connecting 2 people a month. Do it for 6 more months a year, and that 2.5 becomes 9,000 to 10,000 Rand a month. That's this time next year. Guys, it's not next month. It's not in 3 months' time. It's not in 90 days like everyone. It's 12 months from now. This time next year, you have engineered for yourself a 10,000 Rand a month income that you can't get retrenched from and you can't get fired from. You know what that means? It means that when you are retrenched, when you are fired, when the business closes down, you still have 10,000 Rand every month that comes into your bank account. That's what it means. Have you fully grasped what we are doing here at DuePoint? Do it for another year. And that 10,000 will rise to about, and on average, 27 to 30,000 Rand a month. Most people don't earn 30,000 Rand a month. That's what the tax man tells me. SARS's statistics say that only a third of South Africans earn 30,000 Rand or more, and that's the taxpayers. It is a very, very small percentage of South Africans that earn 30,000 Rand a month. You can do it in 2 years. This is not marketing, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not making this stuff up to try and convince you. We don't do that at DuePoint. As I said, we're a public listed insurance company. Here we tell you exactly how it's going to roll out where you are willing to put the work in. Have you ever worked 2 years on anything? Think about it. Other than your job and your kid that you were kind of forced to, did you ever work for 2 years on anything? Who at the beginning of this year said, this year, I'm getting into shape. I'm hitting the gym. And you're still going to gym now. Anybody still going to gym? No? No? So you see, I say, and you go, no, well, 2 years is nothing. I can do that. 27,000 Rand a month, I can do that. But when we get out there and the rubber hits the road, how many will be willing to change their economic future permanently? That's the question that we leave with you. This is a very different presentation to the ones you've been to before, where they just promise you. Here we ask you, are you going to use the tool? 2 years, none of your jobs were going to give you an increase of 27,000 Rand. That I can guarantee you. Not in our current economic environment. But here you have the opportunity to increase your earnings in 2 years. 3 years, it'll become about 40 to 45,000 Rand a month. 4 years, it'll rise to about 60,000 Rand a month. That's 720,000 Rand a year. That's 4 years, guys. Some of you are getting excited already. Okay, yeah, 4 years, not 4 months, not 4 weeks, not the first 40 people you talk to. 4 years of connecting people to us. Okay, 5 years, and it rises to about 80 to 100,000 Rand a month. That's R1 million a year. And it puts you in the top 0.5% of earners in the country. There are only 35,000 people out of 57 million in South Africa that earn 100,000 Rand a month or more. And you move into that bracket in 5 years with us. The question rests with you. Are you willing to do it? We have got thousands here at DuePoint that are willing to do it. Their stories are on our channel. Everything is public at DuePoint. We hide nothing. We don't have like the one guy who's the face man. I always enjoy those. He's the only guy who seems to have all the money. He's got the Mercedes and his wife's got the Gucci bags, but he's the only guy that's ever. We have hundreds and hundreds of the guys we've taken videos of on our YouTube channel. You go to YouTube, search DuePoint, you'll find their stories there. Look at this. This one, I enjoy this slide the most because people miss the most important number on here. You guys all thought that was the most important number, 68,000 bucks a month. That would be okay, huh? Do you think your life would be good on 68,000 Rand a month? Yeah, these are real people. These are not actors or cardboard cutouts. These are real people. I can introduce you to them. That's not the biggest and most important number on the slide. The most important number on the slide is the one that's slightly faded here, 11th of February 2016. What do you think it is today? What have you been doing in the last 4 years while they've been using the DuePoint Wealth Creation tool? It's interesting questions you need to raise. When you go out tonight and you talk to the first 5 people that all laugh at you, will you remember numbers like this? Will you remember why you use the DuePoint tool? That's the first way we create wealth for you. The second way we create wealth for you is through our XP Rewards training program. We will teach you how to do this. You don't pay anything for our training program. We're not holding a conference where you have to pay 15,000 Rand a ticket and then buy the starter kit. No, you get it for free, and it is world-class training where we take your hand and we lead you through the process of becoming a successful wealth engineer with us here at DuePoint. As you complete the program with us and the steps in the program, we give you what's called XP points, experience points. These experience points accumulate, you can't lose them, and as they accumulate and your channel grows and you meet the 2 criteria, you rank up. And when you rank up, we start to reward you. In the beginning, we're rewarding you with cash. We know you need the cash, so you get the cash in the beginning. Then as you get more serious and rank up further, we start to equip you with tools. At rank 5, we give you your very own business kit from us here. It's the kit that's going to help accelerate your growth with us. Then at rank 7, we're going to give you imported gold-leafed business cards that have been custom made for you. Take us 3 or 4 months to get them in place for you, but once you have them, you're one of the only people in the country to have cards that have real gold on them. When you get to rank 9, because you put the time and the energy in, not because you thought this was going to happen in 90 days, because I can just guarantee you right now it won't. But those of you who said, I want a different life, I want a life of wealth, not cash in transit. When you hit rank 9 and you maintain your channel size with us then, every year that you maintain that channel size, so you don't have to requalify, just keep it the same. Every year that you do, for the rest of your life, we take you and your family away, 5-star business class, all expenses paid. Folks, no T's and C's, all expenses paid. Every year we go to a different location, and we've been doing it for years. So I don't have to show you fake pictures of what I hope one day someone will do. We've been doing it every year. And as a result, we can show you real wealth engineers, people you'll see in the audience here tonight and around DuePoint, wherever you may be, with their spouses and their children, going to different places with us every year. It's a life that falls into the definition of wealth. It's a life that pulls you out of the economic decline that we are in South Africa. And for those of you who do and who commit and put the effort in, then your Decembers look a little bit like this. That's December. It feels very far away right now. We were there just recently. We came back with our guys. We were at Latouz Rock this year, one of the top 10 hotels in the world for the last 30 years. It was okay. It was okay. It certainly didn't feel like the load shedding that was happening in December over here. These are the options that we give. We build an economy outside of the South African economy with DuePoint, one where you can build in a different way. At rank 11, we give you another very useful tool. It's your own car. It's not branded. It's not financed through us. You don't rent it from us, and we don't give it to you and then take it away later because your production's dropped off. No, it's your car. We have delivered them in the past to wealth engineers. Just a couple of weeks ago, we handed over the latest car to the latest rank 11s. We have 28 mapped ranks currently in our training program. We've shown you this evening 11. What do you think are in the other 2/3 of this program? Well, I can tell you, wealth. Wealth and a life that you cannot live outside of DuePoint. One that has actually already been delivered to South Africans. Not one that is promised but never delivered. Folks, we build all of our wealth off of the back of our financial services products, just like we said at the beginning. We've got a whole host of products you can pick from. The first one is our Access Wealth Plan. It costs 324 Rand a month, and for that you get 2 independent products, your very own tax-free investment account and 120,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover. Our next product is our Wealth Guard product. It's 249 Rand a month. For that, you get R1 million worth of personal accident cover, no waiting periods, no maximum age limits, and no medical examinations or declarations. Everyone can be covered at DuePoint. Our third product is our Family Wealth Funeral Plan. It starts at 299 Rand a month, but you've got a whole host of options you can pick from. 20,000 Rand, 30,000 Rand worth of funeral cover, 5 family members, 10 family members on the policy with you, and you as the principal member get 10,000 Rands worth of outstanding, debt cover. Which means that when you pass away, we're not only going to cover your funeral, but we're going to settle 10,000 Rands worth of your debt at that point in time. Our fourth product is our Legal Guard product. It's 249 Rand a month. For that, you get 250,000 Rands worth of legal expenses insurance per incident. So we gave you the legal access service for becoming a wealth engineer. They put a lawyer at the end of your phone. With our Legal Guard product, you have a lawyer in the room for everything that you need, up to 250,000 Rand per incident. It includes in a debt counseling, trauma counseling, witness protection, as well as all the other legal stuff as well. Our fifth product is our Wealth Points Buyers Club. It's 299 Rand a month to be a member. As a member, you get access to all of our suppliers that offer us vouchers, prices, discounts, packages, services, all sorts of things that you can use to economize your economy. Your expenditure every month that you cannot control, you now have the ability to control and reduce through our Buyers Club. Folks, every one of our products has a comprehensive review video. Every term and condition, every benefit. Sit down, watch the videos, know what you've bought from us. You'll find them on our website, YouTube channel, and our phone app. Everything is public. Everything is open book at DuePoint. Make sure you've done everything to know how to maximize your benefit with us here. We then wrap all of this in what we call our Achiever Quest. Our Achiever Quest is there every single calendar month to boost your earnings even further. In every month, if you're able to put 10, 20, or 30 people into your channel and have them paid in the same calendar month, we boost your returns and rewards by 5, 10, or 15,000 Rand. That means in your first month with us, you can be earning in excess of 5,000 Rand. That's real in your bank money, not on a computer screen, in your bank money. Put 20 people in, it becomes 10. If you connect a person a day, that's 30. One connection a day. Then at the end of the month, if they're all paid, you get 15,000 Rand. Now do that month after month. And all of a sudden, the 5 becomes 60,000 Rand a year. The 10 becomes 120,000 Rand a year, and the 15, 180,000 Rand a year. That is on top of the returns and rewards we've been discussing up until this point in time. Nothing works like DuePoint. Nothing equips and changes like DuePoint. In 2020, if you want to see change, this is the only tool that there is in the country that will do it for you. Everything about us is public, ladies and gentlemen. Everything. It means that you can go to the JSE's website and look us up there. We are listed on the JSE under Conduit Capital. You can go to Constantia's website, find our financial statements there, find our directors there, our BEE status there, everything that you need. You can go to the regulator's website, find our licenses, long-term, short-term, and FSP licenses. Not one, multiple. They're all there ready for you. Everything you need to know about our business is public knowledge. You have the ability to call in and talk to our client service team. You guys are here in our office. This is one of our offices. Constantia has offices around the country. And you have the ability to meet our staff and talk to them whenever you want. Tell me if you've been able to do that anywhere. Even other South African companies are not going to give you that sort of access that you have here with us. If you want to become a wealth engineer this evening, you've got to do 4 simple things. Firstly, you've got to sign up. You've got to go to our website, DuePoint.net, watch the videos, read through the pages, and then click join or apply. Fill out the form. Less than 3 minutes, and you're a wealth engineer. Not a single cent having departed from your pockets this evening. Not a cent. Then you need our technology. Go to the app stores and download the DuePoint app. Doesn't cost you anything. Like everything at DuePoint, it's free. Download the app, put it on your phone. If you don't have a smartphone and you don't have enough data to put the app on your phone, then we can't help you. Mainly because this is the 3rd decade of the 21st century. Mainly because of that. Not having this equipment means that your survival rates are dropping. They're dropping. People think I'm being funny. They are dropping. Every year that's passing that you're not keeping up with the tech means that you are becoming obsolete in the global economy. So, smartphone required and a bit of data. Download our app and you have now got the only wealth creation tool in the country in your hands. Then you've got to learn how to use the technology, ladies and gentlemen. You will not know how to do it by just guessing your way through it. I've watched people do it. It's quite funny to watch. Folks, we put in your app, as you open it, the top left-hand corner and bottom right-hand corner, 2 menu buttons. You can click Tools at the bottom or Menu at the top, and it opens you up in the Getting Started section. And there tonight, while you're lying in bed, watch the handful of videos that are in there. There's no written exams or anything, you're fine. Just watch the videos while you're lying in bed. By the time you've finished watching those videos, you will know how to do that one thing we ask you to do. Not sell, not present, not carry stock around. Just connect people through that technology you now have in your hands. Then for the rest of your life, all you're going to do is connect people. And the more you connect, the more wealth you create. Connect 3 people and you start earning with us here at DuePoint. Folks, every Saturday morning at 11:30, straight after the introduction presentation, we do what's called a launch workshop here. It is specifically designed to help new people, that'll be you guys, to get up and earning as quickly as possible in the DuePoint system. All the things that you're afraid of, I don't know what to say, I don't know how to do it, how do I earn, I don't understand this, those are all the questions we answer at 11:30 every Saturday morning. It's about 30-35 minutes long. It's not going to ruin your day. It's free. You can tip me afterwards. I must get a glass jar over there. I can get tipped afterwards. It's free for you to come and we will get you up and earning ASAP. If you join us. It's broadcast as usual around the country, so make sure you tune in live at 11:30 on Saturday. It's new format for 2020. It's quite good, I understand. Rob's done it. Wait until I do it. It won't be good anymore. Folks, everything you need is online here at DuePoint. YouTube is your friend. It is your friend, ladies and gentlemen. That is where you will find all of our broadcasts, all of our videos, all of our testimonies, everything that you need to know about us. Facebook, you will find all of our social media content. You do not need to make any of your own. You don't have to make a Facebook page or a web page or anything. No, it's done already. You're going to use your own Facebook pages and you're going to share and tag and copy and paste all the stuff that we put on there for you. Struggle with data? Then the podcasts are your friend. We're on Apple, Spotify, Anchor. All the critical stuff is under podcasts. We've even got a store online. Go to our website, DuePoint.net, click store, and you can buy all the tools that you're going to need. For those of you, again, who struggle with data, our USB stick is your friend. It's on discount only until tomorrow. Tomorrow's the last day of January. Yes, then it's not on discount anymore. That USB stick, ladies and gentlemen, it's got all of our intros on it, our training, our testimonies, and other tools that you can use. And that means you can plug it into your TV or computer at home, and you can be showing and connecting people to DuePoint without any need for an internet connection. This is a powerful tool. It's one of many tools that we have in our shop. Go there, order them, and they will be delivered to you. Those of you here tonight, you can buy them at the counter on the way out. Ladies and gentlemen, we have done everything in our power to create this tool. It is the tool that we believe is the only economically viable solution to the South African context right now. It is available to you 24/7. It is available to you now. And it will create change where you are willing to put time and energy in. It will. Where you are not willing to do that, it'll do nothing for you. But in 2020, we all have to be asking ourselves the question, are we continuing downward or are we making change? This is the tool that makes that change. If you've got questions, that's quite natural. Come and ask us. Those of you who are here, you can come and ask me and Bridget and the people who introduced you this evening those questions. Those of you watching around the country, if you don't get your answer tonight, call tomorrow. Our client service team will answer any question you have, Monday through Friday. Don't walk out of here with the incorrect perception of what we are. We are not like what you've seen before. We are what is going to change our economy into the next decades here in South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be live again tomorrow night, tomorrow at lunchtime, 12:15. I forget it's Friday already. 12:15 tomorrow. We're broadcasting live. That's great for you guys. Everybody who signs up tonight, we know that you only work until midday. You might be there in body after that, but you're not there in spirit. From midday on at 12:15, we got our introduction presentation again. Grab your friends, put them around a computer, tune into our live broadcast on YouTube. And you can be signing up those people starting tomorrow, all through the weekend. And by Monday, you can understand what wealth really is. It's going to be great. I'm looking forward to it. Saturday is going to be awesome. Can't wait to see you guys there. Thank you very much. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow.